Welcome to StarWatch Now, your front row seat to all the hottest gossip, drama, and breaking news from the world of entertainment. If it's trending, shocking, or star-studded, we're covering it. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming next. When Wang Yibo stepped onto the stage at a Xinhua News Agency event, no one expected this. The cool, composed star everyone knew suddenly appeared with a freshly shaven head. The crowd gasped. Was this still the same Wang Yibo? Within minutes, social media exploded. Some called it a bold rebirth. Others said it was too extreme. But one thing was certain. He had once again captured everyone's attention. Tonight, we uncover why a simple haircut became a national conversation, and what it might mean for his next chapter. When the images of Wang Yibo's freshly shaven head first appeared online, the internet erupted with fascination and disbelief. Within minutes, every major platform was flooded with comments, reposts, and debates. Yet beyond the initial shock, something deeper began to take shape. Under the lights of the Xinhua event, Wang Yibo stood still, calm, poised, and almost unreadable. His buzz cut framed his face with sharp simplicity, stripping away the glamorous layers that had long defined him. In that moment, his gaze seemed to hold a quiet defiance, as if he was saying, "I am still here, but not as who you think I am." People could not look away. There was something magnetic about the contrast. The familiar star, now almost unrecognizable, standing in a space of authority and tradition. For years, Wang Yibo had been the embodiment of grace and restraint. The actor who moved with precision, who spoke little but carried much emotion in silence. Now, with this single act, he seemed to have rewritten his visual identity. The soft elegance of his past roles gave way to a sharper, more mature presence. It wasn't rebellion. It was renewal. Observers began to speculate about the reason behind this change. Was it for a new film role, perhaps a soldier, a revolutionary, or a character requiring raw authenticity? Or was it a personal statement, an artist's quiet rebellion against the endless expectations of fame? Either way, the transformation felt intentional. It was not vanity but vision, a deliberate move to reset how audiences perceive him. The buzz cut became a metaphor for clarity, cutting away excess, embracing simplicity, and showing the courage to be seen without disguise. As the discussions intensified, fans realized that this wasn't about a hairstyle at all. It was about transformation, about an artist daring to outgrow the image the world had built for him. The shock of the buzz cut was only the surface. Beneath it lay a message of evolution and quiet strength. Wang Yibo had managed to turn something ordinary into something extraordinary, not by shouting, but by standing still, a symbol of how true change speaks loudest in silence. When a public figure changes their appearance, it is rarely just a matter of style. In Wang Yibo's case, the buzz cut felt like a deliberate act of symbolism rather than a superficial transformation. Beneath the surface of the new look lies a deeper narrative about self-definition, courage, and renewal. In many Asian traditions, shaving one's head represents letting go, a cleansing of the past and a quiet promise to begin again. It signifies a return to essence, where nothing is left but authenticity. For Wang Yibo, whose career has been scrutinized through the lens of fame and perfection, this change seemed to speak of freedom. It was as if he was stripping away the image carefully built by others to reveal something purer, more honest, and entirely his own. For years, he has been called a traffic star, a title that simultaneously acknowledges popularity yet limits artistic respect. To maintain composure in the face of such labels requires discipline, but to challenge them demands bravery. His buzz cut can be seen as a wordless answer to that tension. Without saying a thing, he has declared independence from public expectation. The absence of hair draws attention not to vanity, but to his eyes that now seem sharper, steadier, and more resolved. This is not rebellion for the sake of shock. It is transformation as an act of conviction. It is art in silence. Even within the entertainment industry, subtle acts like this resonate powerfully. They remind both fans and critics that true artistry lies not in conforming, but in evolving. His gesture invites people to rethink what it means to be beautiful, talented, or successful. The clean lines of his appearance echo a kind of inner stillness, the calm of someone who has stopped chasing approval and begun to define success on his own terms. It is a quiet revolution, one that speaks to anyone who has ever felt trapped by others' expectations. Perhaps that is why his new image feels so compelling, because it mirrors a universal human truth. We all reach a moment when we must decide whether to stay safely within what others expect or to step forward, unguarded, into who we truly are. Wang Yibo's transformation is not about losing hair. It is about reclaiming identity. To understand the man behind the buzz cut, one must first remember the artist that Wang Yibo has quietly become over the years. His journey has never been about noise or spectacle, but about a steady accumulation of skill, character, and experience. From the ethereal grace of the Untamed to the disciplined precision of Legend of Fei, from the controlled tension of Hidden Blade to the emotional restraint of the Wind Chaser, his performances have always revealed fragments of a complex soul, someone learning, adapting, and refining his craft with every role. This new image, stripped of ornament, feels like the natural evolution of that path. The look of a man ready to confront the next challenge without hesitation. The buzz cut doesn't erase the Wang Yibo we knew. It amplifies him. Without the soft barrier of styled hair, the raw structure of his face tells a clearer story of focus, discipline, and quiet strength. His features, once celebrated for their beauty, now carry a different kind of magnetism. The calm authority of someone who no longer needs validation. This transformation does not shout. It whispers conviction. It reflects an artist who has learned that the greatest power lies not in appearance, but in authenticity. Every meaningful artist reaches a point where reinvention becomes necessary. For Wang Yibo, this moment feels less like reinvention and more like revelation, as if he is finally allowing the public to see the man who has always existed beneath the surface. Rumors swirl that this image may be preparation for a new role, perhaps one that demands emotional exposure, endurance, and truth. But even if no new role existed, this act would still speak volumes. It shows a performer unafraid of vulnerability, one who understands that art must evolve alongside the artist himself. What makes this so compelling is the tension it carries, the merging of youth and maturity, of vulnerability and control. The buzz cut, in its simplicity, has become a mirror reflecting not only his growth but his determination to keep moving forward. It signals a new artistic season, one rooted in substance rather than surface. And in that quiet, stripped-down honesty, Wang Yibo reminds us that the truest expression of artistry is the courage to begin again. It's not just about hair, it's about what it represents. For millions of fans across Asia and beyond, Yibo's transformation feels personal. It's about growing up, breaking free, and facing change with dignity. Viewers from Seoul to Paris, Tokyo to Toronto, see in him a reflection of their own journey. The courage to change when the world is watching. That's why this moment went viral. It touched something universal. In a world obsessed with perfection, Wang Yibo reminded everyone that authenticity is still the most powerful style. Every artist has a turning point. For Wang Yibo, this may be his most defining one yet. Whether this buzz cut leads to a new film or a deeper chapter of self-expression, it shows one truth. He's not afraid to evolve. In a career built on precision and restraint, he just added rawness, and that's what makes it beautiful. Fans aren't just watching a celebrity. They're witnessing a man transforming in real time. Thank you for watching today's episode on StarWatch Now. If you felt inspired by Wang Yibo's fearless transformation, leave a comment and share your thoughts below. Do you believe this new image marks a turning point in his career? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our next story about the stars who dare to redefine themselves. Until next time, keep watching, keep wondering, and keep shining with StarWatch Now. Glowing star.